Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We are your hosts.
I'm Dayna Pereira.
And this is Brimstone. And it's going to be another epic episode because, again, Dayna and I are just going to go through these unbelievably amazing little notes that you guys have sent over to us anonymously.
Mind blowing every week. We can't get enough of them. Keep them coming. We appreciate them so much because that means that we get together every week and go over all of them.
And laugh at you.
And laugh at you.
Well, no, I'm not kidding. But, at the end of the day, hey, this is part of the reason why you listen to the show, because it is fun to laugh at yourself. You know what I mean? As long as you can laugh at yourself, everything else is right in the world. It's when you take yourself way too seriously, that's when you got problems. So make sure you take the time, send us in those dirty little secrets. Make sure you laugh at life, man, because that's all we got that's all we've got is to be able to laugh at the things that might have been, messed up or caused us pain or whatever, because if you sit and you dwell on it, all that's going to happen is you're going to be remorseful. You're going to be depressed. You're going to have more anxiety. Be happy. Let it out. Get it out. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. Help us. Help you. Help us. Help you. Okay.
Dear
Dayna. There you go. Dear Dayna. You know what I mean? What do you call it? Dear Brim, dear Dayna. You know what I mean? We've got that thing going. So if you have questions, you need us to talk you through something.
We're here for you. We are
just right in.
And the best thing about this is it's a community. Like, we are hearing these dirty little secrets. And you know what? Somebody else out there that is listening to the show is going, oh shit, me too. And then we hear another one and we might laugh or poke fun or something like that. But there is always somebody else out there listening going, oh yeah, me too. So you are not alone in these kinks and dirty little secrets. We are all a little fucking weird. Okay.
We are absolutely the new format of hashtag Me Too, by the way. So, just want to make sure you guys understand that, when everybody says, hashtag Me Too, now they're talking about some dirty little secrets. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to listen. Me Too. There you go. Yeah. End of story. I just bunked my nose into the the microphone, by the way, which was quite
dirty
delightful.
Little secret. Hold on. Ready? Me too.
There you go. Got some ASMR going on. That's nose play. If you guys never heard of it, we got some nose plays from Dayna and Brim. There you go. You can download it, for $50 a piece. I'm just kidding.
It's on our OnlyFans.
on our it's on Dayna's OnlyFans. I'm just hanging out for the day. If you have an OnlyFans, I don't know. We're gonna have to talk.
We do not.
We do not. But you'd probably make a killing if you did. She's
yeah. I'd also lose my husband though, and I kind of like that guy. So
yeah. There's always that. Well, it's all right. Well, listen, that means he should always be nice to you, because if he's not, you can always have OnlyFans to fall back on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, he knows. I got shit to fall back. No, I'm kidding.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Joe, I'm just joking. I'm kidding. What do you call it? Before he gets all mad at me, he's like, I don't like that Brim guy. I used to like him, but now
he would be like, I know that she can fall back on stuff. He knows. He knows. He's not dumb. He's not dumb.
Yeah.
Overly good to me because he knows.
He's with it. He knows. He knows what he's got. We don't want to ruin that. We don't want to ruin it. So what do you call it, guys? As always, what do you call it? Please make sure that you rate, review, subscribe. Hit us up on all the social media. What do you call it? Dayna, what's your personal Instagrams? This way we make sure that people hit you.
Find me on Instagram at Trophy Wife Dayna. Dayna is spelled with a Y, like the daytime day. Nah, Dayna. Dayna.
That's Dayna. Okay. And make sure you hit me up at The Real Brimstone on Instagram. What do you call it? We are fun, we are lovable, and we will respond to you as long as you are being courteous and kind. And we do love to hear from people. So we would appreciate you hitting us up on all social media. We also are on, on Twitter. It's the same thing for you on Twitter, correct?
It is, yeah.
Trophy wife Dayna. And I'm at Entrance to Hell on Twitter. So hit us up there as well. And make sure you hit up your e-network, because we didn't do that last show.
Oh, yeah. So on the Entertainers Network, we are actually coming out with a couple of podcast episodes from people in the entertainment industry. So go follow us on Instagram. It's at the Entertainers Network, and then you'll know whenever those come out.
There we go. And you also have your recent new launch of the new show. You want to make sure everybody hits that?
Yeah, it is called Where's Our Participation Trophy? It's a really fun show. I do it with Sam G. She's hilarious and like stupid beautiful and really fucking smart. So go find us there too. It's Where's Our Trophy on Instagram.
Well, I'm just going to say that I think you're prettier. And
you have to say that.
Listen, I don't have to say shit. Okay, that's first and foremost. No, but what do you call it? I wish you all the luck in the world there. I think that's going to be a wonderful thing. So, guys, make sure you check that out. Anybody that Dayna is going to get into bed with, is going to give you good content. So,
anybody I'm in bed with is going to have a good time. What?
That's right. Smile ear to ear. Anyways, what do you call it?
Who are you in bed with, Brim?
I'm in bed with all you freaking fools. I got like a vicious triangle going. I don't even know half the time. I got you. I've got Kim and Tom. I've got Alex. What do you call it? It's
sounds crazy. Like an orgy. Sounds like an orgy.
Alex does Within Brim's Skin with me. So what do you call it? That's a lot of fun. He's my engineer, but he does the show with me, and it's so much fun because he's just stupid, so it's fun.
I don't think I've ever heard you talk about Within Brim's Skin on the show. What do you guys got going on there?
It's just my rant show. I just sit and talk stupid shit all the time. And what do you call it? And sometimes like this last episode was really funny. But what do you call it? It is what it is. That's, what I mean? There's nothing crazy special about it. If you want to hear me rant, or just be stupid, that's the show. It's just my stupid show. You know what I mean? And for the most part, when it started, there was a lot of things going on in the world, and I would talk about a lot of things that got under my skin, I mean, within Brim's Skin. So what do you call it? So, and that could be good things or bad things, and over time it kind of morphed into some other stuff, and what do you call it? It's fun though. It's fun. What do you call it? When Alex is on with me, we have a great time. I actually did the first solo show a couple weeks ago that Alex wasn't in the studio. I was by myself. He did it with me virtually. And he wasn't on air. It was just me. That was an interesting time because I've never done that. Yeah. Me, I could talk forever, but what do you call it? I'd never done a full half hour by myself. And I thought it was pretty good, actually. I actually thought I did a good job. He was like, man, you did a good job. I was like, yeah, I don't need you asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You remember that, okay?
Yeah, you remember. No, and I love working, across from somebody, because I like to work off each other's energy, but it's got to be somebody that you jive with and you vibe with, because if not, then it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I know you've had partners in the past who've been no good, and what do you call? I've worked with people that are no good, and you just it's when you find people that you work well with, you latch on, and that's that. So you're stuck with me, kid.
Happy to be happy.
I'm gonna make sure that you stick with. No, I'm just kidding. What do you call it? She's gonna run for the hills, be like, Sam G is good looking and better than Brim, so I'm gonna go with her because she's awesome on Twitter. And screw Brim, that big asshole.
Never happen. Never happen.
Lying with a smile on your face and the knife in my back.
Yeah. That's our next thriller movie.
There you go. You're gonna be like, take that trophy of Brim's and shove it right in his back And isn't that a nice one? That is a nice one.
That is a nice one.
That's a nice one. This is a communicator award. Anyway,
it has a little curve to it. I bet that could be fun.
That could be fun if used in the right way. It could be done very, very nonchalantly, but just don't ruin it because it's it's a pretty one. This was a 2021 excellence winner, individual episodes and entertainment for podcasts. Isn't that beautiful? Ooh. I won trophies, but see, other people that think they're professionals doing this have not won trophies.
No trophies for that.
No trophies. That's okay.
Just participation trophies.
Well, have you ever even seen half the trophies that I've got in here? I don't know if you've ever seen them.
I don't know.
It's great. What do you call
it? I've seen some. I don't know if I've seen them all, but wowza.
That's a some of them. And then I've got all the plaques all over there with the best Long Island, best radio station when we're a podcast. Isn't that wonderful?
That's awesome.
What do you call it? So this is the best sex podcast, by the way, the best secret podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of podcasts, First Day with New Mouth. So, we got to make sure you guys continue to tell everybody about it, because what is the first rule, Dayna, of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
Man, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Yes, you've got to do it. It's important. It's imperative.
Very important.
So do you want to get started on this first secret here?
Yeah. So kicking us off says, I was such a piece of shit to my ex-girlfriend when we were together.
Oof.
She finally had enough and broke it off. I thought she would come crawling back, but she's engaged to some guy now. I'm such an idiot.
Well, then, I think you already know. You already know what you did.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what they got till it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody has been in that position once or twice in their life. And there are some that have got away, and there's some that, you got lucky and you were able to keep. So if you were lucky enough to keep them, well, then you better stay lucky, and you better stay, not being a piece of shit, because, everybody is interchangeable if need be, and that's awful to say, but, it really is. Although, I have deep down in me, I feel that there is, a love for me and my love for one person and so forth. But, hey, if you're not going to treat me right, you know what I'm saying? Then we have to renegotiate. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's like a contract.
Totally. And I think that you being a piece of shit opened her eyes, and it made her realize that she can find somebody that doesn't treat her like shit. And I think that the transaction in this case is that you realize now that you were a piece of shit. So now you can do better in the future when you find the person that you are supposed to be with. This is all a big learning experience. And so now I think you realize now that you were wrong. You did some fucked up shit, and now you can do better.
Do better. Be better.
Yes.
Be better. It's not so hard.
Yeah.
Just be better.
Much better. Much
anyway,
better.
Listen, and again, I don't even know how, because you didn't elaborate to say how you were a piece of shit, like what you did. You know what I mean? And this other person might treat her like shit too, and maybe she got used to it because of you.
Maybe she just likes it.
Maybe she likes it, or maybe she just, maybe she just, this person treats her a little less of a piece of shit than you. Maybe you treated her like diarrhea, and she figures this one's a little more solid. That's it.
She's like, this is a harder turd. I'm going to go with the harder turd.
Yeah. Or an amber turd. I mean, any way you slice it, it's still, disgusting, because it's still a turd. Anyway, listen, women need to be treated like the queens that they are and the princesses that they are. And if they're not, then they're going to find their princes and their kings somewhere else. End of story. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. I haven't always been, Mr. Awesome. You know what I mean? But I'd like to believe that for the most part, I am a good husband and was a good boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and when I went out with girls back when, or took them out, I always treated them well. I always opened the door. I always closed the door. I always went to the door. I didn't hunk outside. You know what I mean? There are certain things. I bring flowers. I was always a romantic guy, and I was always, gentle with the girls. I'm a big guy. So even then, when I wasn't as big as I am now, I was still gentle, So, at the end of the day, learn to be good to people, because you shouldn't treat anybody like shit, there's no reason for it.
it's a growing up thing too. I think, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but you know, like you act a certain way whenever you're younger, and then you kind of realize we all have to learn through life, right? Like this is your opportunity to get better. This is your opportunity to grow and learn from a bad previous mistake that you made. And now you can use that to move forward and hopefully not be such a piece of shit.
Be better. So let's move forward.
Yeah.
All right. The next writer says, I see women taking facials all the time in porn. Okay. But I haven't had a girlfriend that enjoys it. I'm starting to think that porns are lying to me. Well, first and foremost, porn is lying to you. Because if you think that, you know, sex in the bedroom is always like it is in porn, then you got something coming to you. And I'm sure as shit know that listen, no offense to whoever you are, but I'm sure you're not fucking like a porn star in the bedroom. Okay. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have days that I can fuck like a porn star, and there are other days that it's not so much. You know what I mean? There are different times and, you know, different situations, and you know what I mean? And there are days I'll tear it up, and then there are days that I'm just like, all right, let's just do the deed. You know what I mean? It really depends. But, you know, the fact is like, you know, is it sexy to sit and jizz on a girl's face? I don't know. Has it happened? I'm not gonna, deny. I'm not going to, I'm not gonna confirm or deny. You're not
confirming or denying.
No, I'm not. But at the end of the day, like, you know, let's be honest. How many women are gonna want jizz spread across their face? You know, getting in their eyes. Okay, go ahead. You don't like it, right? You're not happy with it.
No. Are you kidding me? Do you know how long it takes me to do my fucking hair? If that comes anywhere near my hair, do you know how hard it is to get it out of your hair, out of your eyebrows? What if it goes in your eye, up your nose? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
no.
You know, the girls that are getting it done in porn, I mean, that's because they're trying to get that quote unquote money shot. And, and then they're just like right across the face. It's like, man, you know,
and they're getting paid to enjoy that.
Not even all that much, by the way. Not even all that much.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, well, it depends on who it is. But, you know, regardless, you know, it's not something that is, I mean, I don't see that as being desirable. It's like, you know, do I want, you know, somebody to piss in my face? No. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing. But at the end of the day, still, you know, like, that's just why, you know, I don't know. Now a pearl necklace is a little different. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little different, but you know, like it's still, you know, being all over the place. And then you're also making a mess. So obviously, you know, you're not old enough to understand that having, you know, this type of a relationship, and if you're in this type of a situation, you know, you don't have your own house or whatever that you have to clean up afterwards, because you know, every so often, you know, you might mess with oils and stuff like that, but you prepare for that shit. You get all that ready, you put down the stuff that you need to make sure that it doesn't destroy your actual bedroom, you know what I mean? And you know, and
you're like, shit, I paid for this stuff, I don't want to mess it up.
Exactly. You know, like, you know, the other things are there are sets. There's sets. They buy cheap stuff, then they have them there. And then after they're done with it, they either wash them or they throw them the fuck out. And then, you know, but come on, man, you know, so what? You're going to jizz on someone's face and then it goes all over the sheets, maybe on the floor, maybe on the wall. Now you got to go start cleaning everything up. Come on, man.
I'm annoyed just thinking about it.
Let's be real. It's like, you know, let's ask you, sir, who's writing this in, would you like somebody to jizz on your face? I mean, you know, I'm sure one of our listeners will be happy to do it. I'm sure.
They will.
You know what I mean? Especially, hey, this is LGBTQ month. This is Pride Month. So maybe we can get one of our amazing LGBTQ listeners to, you know, say, hey, my hands up. I will gladly drop a load on this guy's face. And then we will see what your thoughts are. You know what I mean?
Okay, right? I'm here for it. I'd like to see this happen.
I mean, you know, here it is. If he's expecting females to be taking it, then, you know, like what's good for the goose, right? What's good for the goose? You know, I mean, That's my personal opinion. So, but porns are lying to you, and girls are
lying to you.
Girls aren't having orgasms right off the bat like this. It takes time. You got to heat up the oven. They're not having 50 orgasms in a row unless that oven's heated and you're doing it right. And even then, sometimes it doesn't happen. It's not easy for lots of women to have orgasms. What do you call it?
What's that Toby Keith song? It's the I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. That's how I feel about that. I'm like, you know what? Like fucking like a porn star stuff. Sure. It can be fun, but you're getting that out of me like twice a year tops because it's exhausting. It's so tiring. And I have kids now. So, you can't be all noisy like that shit. We got to be in a hotel room,
Yeah.
And you can beat it up all you want, but fuck, man, it's tiring. It is. Real sex lives are not like porn.
Yeah. However, there are ways to beat it up without being super noisy too. So you're still going to get the claps, but at the end of the day, there's ways to tune that.
Yeah.
And you got to shove a pillow on someone's face, but that's about it. Which can be very difficult because you can't breathe. So again, real life's not like porn.
That's
Anyways, right. So would you like to go? You're next.
Am I next? Okay. Yes. It says, I have been to prison before and my current girlfriend doesn't know. Oofa. It was a really long time ago and I was young, dumb, hanging with the wrong crowd and doing drugs. I got busted for burglary, served my time, and got my act together. I'm afraid to tell her, but things are getting serious, so not sure what I should do.
Okay, this went a lot in a totally different direction than I thought it was going to go.
Oh,
I thought I thought he was going to be like, and I took it in the ass there, and I feel weird. I feel weird, and I kind of enjoyed it, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to tell her that because I didn't want her to feel. But this went a totally different way. Okay, I'm feeling you. I hear you. You, dog.
Yeah.
Honestly, something like that. You don't necessarily have to broadcast it to the world, but if there's somebody that you're getting serious with, especially something like that where it can come up in the future, it's going to come up, if you're traveling.
Like, why can't we vacation to Canada?
Right. Yeah. Canada. What do you call it? Why, when you're trying to travel, or, if, just getting certain licenses for things, or
background checks for jobs,
background checks, the last thing you need to do is for something to come out and you hadn't disclosed it to somebody that you're in a serious relationship with. So what I would do is say, listen, there was a time in my life that, I was not right. I was young and I did things that were stupid, and I was incarcerated for X amount of time. And what do you call it? Thankfully, since then I've turned my life around, obviously, since we've been together for however long.
Right.
I should have told you sooner, but I was embarrassed, and then, and that's that. And if she loves you, and she cares about you, that's not gonna make a difference. I mean, especially was that far in the past. It's like, is she counting the girls that you slept with prior, or the guys if you were in prison? I had to go there. Listen, it wouldn't be the Dirty Little Secrets Club if I didn't go there.
That's right.
At the end of the day, I think that it is important to get that message out to her and just be real about it. What say you, Day?
This one actually kind of hits a little close to home for me. I have a friend who, when he was 18, I think he was addicted to heroin, and he got busted for burglary, and he ended up going away for, I think, 5 years. And then he got out of prison. He's clean off of heroin. He's been sober for like fucking 15 years now or something. And he owns his own business. He completely turned his life around because of his stint in prison. And I look at him, our friend group that, I went to high school with him. We all look at him as like an inspiration. Like, look at this guy that he fucked up whenever he was young. He was addicted to drugs and he did stupid shit. And now look at him. Like now he's a business owner. He's successful. He likes to tell his story even because of the way that he was able to turn his life around. So
it's inspiring.
It is. And I think that if you are the kind of person that is able to use your negative past experience to kind of inspire people or show people that it doesn't have to end there, that you can still come out the other side of it, then I think that's cool.
Absolutely. I agree. So that's your advice from Dayna and Brim. You like the way I did that? That was a throwback. It's a throwback. What do you call it? See, I listen to you. See. Not just about me. It's about you too. I love you so much. Oh my God. I am you are one of my best friends in the world now. I would have never thought that a year ago.
I know.
But I love you so much.
Look at us now.
I wish we were closer together because what do you call it? We would have so much fun all the time. I know we would just tell all the kids, go in a room, do something. And then, the 4 of us would sit and hang out and have a blast. What do you call it? But see, guys, look what podcasting does. You become, close with people in across the world from each other, not across the world, but across the country from each other in different time zones. And you can still make things happen. So be inspired, go out, meet some people, make some things happen, create, be proactive instead of sitting on your ass doing nothing, just hoping for things to happen.
Yes, agree.
Anyway, what do you call it? We have one left. So there we go. I professed my undying affection for Dayna. What do you call it? Let's say I suspected that my boyfriend was talking to other girls, so I made a fake Instagram profile. He's been talking to me for a week and has no idea that he's going to meet me on their date next week. Asshole. Wow. First of all, I think that's fucking hilarious because, guys are fucking dumb.
So
okay.
dumb.
Second of all, what do you call it? At the end of the day, that, there are so many guys out there that just throw their thing out there and just try to, they're just disgusting. It's funny because I have people on Instagram all the time, and sometimes I'm like, what? Why? But other times I'm like, I'm not that bad looking when I'm done up nice and look pretty. Not like right now where I look like crap, but like at the end of the day, you're like, all right, I can still see it here and there. But what do you call it? I'll get girls that are sitting and talking to me, but it's always the same thing, and I'm just like, well, thank you. I'm flattered. I'm married. I'm not interested, but thank you very much. And, right. And then I try to turn it into a positive where it's like, okay, well, hopefully you stay in touch and thank you so much. And, and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people do. And, and that's a positive. And these people still follow and like and so forth. But, like if my wife thought she was being slick and was writing to me on Instagram, she's not going to get anything out of me because I don't do anything.
Yes.
So, like I'm not, and even if I was, I wouldn't be stupid enough to do it on that anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but regardless, I am an open book. Like she knows she can always look at my stuff, and people send me stuff and people all the time. I probably get just as many, maybe not, but I get plenty of pics of things just like you get pics of other things. Like there's no shortage of people sending that shit out. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's all about what you respond with and how you respond. And some of these guys think that they're being, well, it's my private account and nobody's going to know. It's like, dude, first of all, you're stupid. You're stupid, dude. You're stupid.
He thinks he's being slick. And he's fucking, it's not hard to tell when a dude is talking to somebody else. You think you're being slick, will you take your phone to the bathroom? Or if you're like in a corner talking to, like, there are signs. And girl, you just get a feeling sometimes, and if it was so easy for her to just be like, I'm going to throw up a couple of titty pictures, make a profile, send him a message, and he fucking took the bait. Like, wow.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. And here's the thing. And it's funny because first of all, it's part of my job to reach out and to meet people and to talk and get people to come back and listen and so forth. So there are plenty of times I'm out there and I will comment and I will follow certain accounts, not all of them, but I'll follow accounts of models and people that are, that might be attractive and so forth. But I'm talking to them in an art sense or a business sense, you know, where there are certain models that I'm like, oh, I'd love to do a shoot together. You know, I think it would be a lot of fun, you know, and you know, what do you think? And, you know, and they're like, yeah, this is great, because I'm not coming at it as a creepy ass. I'm coming at like, I love your work. This is fantastic photos, whatever. I have friends from Playboy that I'm just like you know, you're not in Playboy. I'm just saying, like, the people that are in Playboy and whatever, I'm like, beautiful photo, gorgeous, you did such a great job. But I'm talking about it in an artful sense, not going, oh my God, I want to test touch your nipples and oh, can I fuck you type of shit. And that's what a lot of these fucking guys are doing. First of all, it's public, people see it. Second of all, like, you know, like, why, you know, that's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what goes on in these guys' heads. So this guy is a jackass, and sweetheart, you should just fucking dump him. Don't even, you know, actually, you know what? Go on the date. Go on the date. Get some people to videotape it, so this way you can get that footage and post it. And please send it to us. I'd love to see it.
To us.
I will post it on my social media personally. I will put it out on my social media, and we will get hits on that bitch. You know, like, you know, nobody's business. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I just think it's stupid, man. Like, why do that? I'm not about that life, you know, like maybe years ago when I was a kid, you know, and just like, you know, all over the place, but you know, you learn fast, man. You learn fast. Whew. So that's scary. That's scary.
I love the reaction of the girl. Like, okay, motherfucker, I see you. I'm going to get proof right now.
Yeah. That's like, you would do that. That's something you would do.
That. Hell yeah.
That's something you would do. And you would do. And see, I know you now. I know you. You would make some kind of big ass elaborate type of thing to catch some bitch in the act and be like, you're done. You'd have like, I know Joe wouldn't do this. You would have the divorce papers ready to go. You'd have, what do you call it? Like some shit going on, and probably have like 3 of the big fucking dudes carry you off into the sunset. Yeah. And get it all on camera and then put it on social and make a killing. I just know you are about that life in terms of payback's a bitch and don't fuck with me. Right. Yeah. Like, because you like petty that
revenge.
Woman.
You know, I love petty revenge.
That's it. The woman, what was her? She what did she do again? I forgot.
She bought all of the gifts off her ex-husband's registry for their wedding, and then returned them all. So it didn't cost her a penny, but nobody bought her ex-husband and his new wife anything off of their registry. So
crazy. So crazy.
I love
what do you call it?
But
that's so crazy. Like, so that's what, now you can understand why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
What do you call it? I could see totally tearing into somebody like that. Like, oh, you're going to fuck with me? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, I will get creative on your ass. I will get so creative on your ass.
Joe, you know don't step out of place, son.
I will say old Dayna would get creative on your ass. New Dayna tries to let shit go. Now, whether or not old Dayna creeps back into the picture sometimes and takes over remains to be seen.
I never want to be on your bad side. Never, ever want to be on your bad side. You don't have a bad side, sweetheart. You're gorgeous all over.
All my sides are good. Okay.
All your sides are good. All your sides are good. See, I'm such a Dayna supporter. Look at me right here. I am like a
Dayna fan club. I like
I'm like a Dayna jockstrap right here. I'm holding your nuts. Your big old lady nuts. I'm holding them right here, and I'm hooking you up with all the love.
So supportive. So supportive.
I fucking hate this show. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. You make me feel so inadequate sometimes, because you make me look so bad. You're looking pretty, and then with Sam G and the other show, girls all pretty girls, and I'm like, you know, and I got Kim, she's pretty on GHR, and then Tom looks like a little freaking George Clooney, sons of bitches. And I'm like, man, and I keep getting older and uglier. I need to shave my face and lose the weight, and then I'll get pretty again. I'll make it. You know what my agent says to me the other day? My agent says, he goes, I'm just out of curiosity. He goes, you know, like, would you consider, you know, coloring your beard? I'm like, no, I wouldn't color my beard. Take me as I am, bitch. They could color it if they need it for a role. Otherwise, he's he's like, well, I just wanted, just to ask because, some people, with the age, because you could play a younger person, but, obviously they see the gray and whatever. But I don't have a gray hair in my head. I mean, I just conditioned my hair. I didn't shampoo it this morning, so it looks a little greasy, but it is washed. But like I don't have a gray hair in my head,
I have lots of gray hairs in my head. In fact, every day when I do my hair, I end up like plucking some. I'm like, oh, there's another one. Oh, gotta get it. So just take it out.
You can't, Day, because when you pluck them, you get 3 more in its place. So you can't pluck
that.
them.
But is that true or is that an old wives' tale?
That's what happened to my beard.
You're like, originally I plucked 4 hairs and look at it now.
Originally I used to clip because I would get them in the front and I would clip them out, and just like, and, get them out. And then then a couple more would come in. I'm like, this is not good. And then I clipped them out and then a couple more came in and it's not even like it comes in all weird, like I'm gray on here and then a little bit here and maybe a little here.
Artsy.
I don't know.
It's like graffiti gray.
Yeah.
Well, I know my future. My mother is like almost completely gray if she doesn't color her hair. Like whenever it comes in, her whole hairline is almost completely gray. So I am pretty certain that I am headed in that direction, which is fine.
But some people can rock that. Some people can rock the full gray. And you can always dye your hair. I mean,
exactly.
I'm not into I like natural, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm not, gonna sit and probably dye.
You're not gonna just ferment it.
No, man, I'm fine. I'm good. And I'm edging on edging on 50. And and I've got, I'm okay. Knock on wood, no gray hairs. And knock on wood, I'm not thinning out too much, so I've got no bald spot. Knock on wood, please don't ever let that happen to me. But at the end of the day, like I'm okay, I don't know. But if I shaved off, I just like I used to, if I went back to a regular goatee, you know what I mean? When this is all gone, I'd look 20 years younger. Oh. It's for real. I would. I do. Because
I'm trying to do all the things. So maybe I should shave off my beard.
Well, I think that the mustache is making you look a little older, not the beard.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'll go for the mustache then.
Okay. Just make sure you get that, no, I'm just kidding. She doesn't have a mustache, people. If you haven't seen what Dayna looks like, then you're living under a rock.
That's not true. I do have a mustache. I shaved that bitch off. I'm Italian. I get a mustache.
Oh, you wax, huh? Wax on, wax off.
No, I don't shave it. I'm kidding.
No, you do not. If you shaved it, it would come in bigger and thicker. What do you call it? No. My wife, so Danielle flipped out once. She went and she was getting waxed. And and then they said her legs and and then they were like, eyebrows, whatever. And then they're like, do you want your mustache too? And she goes, what? She's like, I don't have a mustache. Like, seriously? Like, what? And she's like, no, thank you. I was like, yeah, she doesn't
officially insulted.
every person, every woman as well has like a little bit of hair, like little baby hairs that you never see. Sure. You know what I mean? But like, I was like, what? Why would you say that? Anyway, that's about all the time we have for this week, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show and enjoyed me ranting about how amazing my co-host is. And I have to make her feel better about our relationship here, so she doesn't cheat on me more with that Sam G girl. Okay, you're gonna have to tell Sam about all this so she can come back at me, and then I'm gonna have to go after her. You're like, don't fuck with him.
The war of words in both of the shows.
be like, don't fuck with Brim. Brim will eat you. That's it. Just steer clear of that whole thing. No, seriously, yeah. But I have to make sure that that I covet you, Dayna, because so this way you don't leave me.
Don't worry, you're stuck with me. You're stuck.
Right. I appreciate that. What do you call it? So again, guys, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, hit us up on all the social media. Make sure you hit us up for 5 stars only on all that good stuff on what is it? Apple Podcasts and Google and Spotify, wherever you can do it. And get us up in the States, people. Get us up in the States. Yes. We're hitting in Romania again, thankfully. And Canada and some other areas. Hit us up in the States. Let's get get the Dirty Little Secrets Club up in the United States to where we are, on charts here, because I think that would be very important, to take us to the next level. And I think so. We can do it.
Hey, US listeners, that is your homework. You have to go and you have to tell 5 friends about the Dirty Little Secrets Club. And then I bet that we can start ranking in the States.
That's what I'm talking about. Can you imagine? It's so easy. You know what I mean? It really is. And by the way, ranking does not even necessarily have to do with how many people are listening. Ranking has to do with how many people are engaging on on like I keep saying iTunes, on Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So if you go on Apple Podcasts and you haven't given us a review yet, please write a review. Ask 3 other people that might listen to the show to write reviews. Yes. What do you call it? Ask a couple of friends. Help us out. You want to help us succeed and help us give you more free content? Please go out there and help pitch us. Hell, go to the Apple store. Okay. There's a trick. Go to the Apple store and you can go to each one of the devices, hit us with a 5-star review and write something nice about us. There's about 100 of the things in there. You'll put us right on the list like this. Yeah. See, that's smart. That's smart
thinking. That's just good business right there.
That's just good business. I know it's bad business, but I don't care. It is what it is. Hook us up. We'd appreciate it. I should do that. That's a good idea. Anyway, you want to take us out, Day?
Yeah, guys, don't forget the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club. And if you'd like to submit, go ahead and anonymously submit at thedirtylittlesecretsclub.com.
We love you. We appreciate you. We will see you guys next week.
From You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.